just as an FYI, uh, please do not take whatever we say in this podcast as serious. We have said some dumb shit in this podcast, and we're not. This is definitely not one of our best ones, so just keep that in mind. Hey guys, welcome back to the Ikigai podcast. It is episode 8. Jesus Christ, and I'm here with.
Hey, what's up? I'm Brian.
And I'm on, and as usual, we're here to have our monthly podcast.
Hell yeah, let's
Woo.
go.
Honestly, I mean, because we're all students right now, it's ramping up like to the max.
Yeah,
It's through the
totally.
finals.
Time finals.
Yeah.
Dude, my school,
Well,
I talked about this, but my school made for mine at least. I don't know about you, but mine are all basically optional. We have to take it, but it'll only improve our grade. So
No. Same with me.
yeah, so
Yeah.
all I can really just like get a
Dude,
zero on it and be like, I'm fine.
It's technically good.
So,
I think
yeah,
I
that's
might
great,
still
but like,
try
god
on it.
damn it. Yeah. Like, meanwhile, I'm over
Right.
here, like, I'm failing one of my classes, and then just,
Like an
At least
F
you guys had
or
a
like a
senior
B
year, dude.
failing?
yeah,
I mean, what is a fail in your book?
Yeah, is it an F or do you have like a B?
no, it's actually failing.
So an F.
I think yeah, pretty much. Like, I think it's actually like my first like class I actually like failed, which is like
How?
The jazz
What class?
it's the jazz class. Yeah.
No,
How you
it's a
failing?
jazz.
How am I failing? Do you want me to explain again? Oh, actually,
No,
yeah,
how
yeah,
many?
but-
So did you really just flunk like a test, or was it how you flunk multiple tests?
Because it's so hard. It's because okay, here. Let me lay it out for you guys. So for those of you who don't know, for this semester, I'm taking a history jazz class. Normally, that sounds okay. That sounds really fun, actually, but it's really not.
Oh,
Because
boy.
so yes, we do learn about its history, but you also have to learn about the mechanics of of jazz and stuff like that. And since I'm not as familiar and not like too big on it, it's really hard to understand, and it's also you have to listen for it as well. So it's like just to make okay, more context. I did play trumpet when I was in band, but I never really got to like memorizing notes. I actually had to like write down my fingerings on like each individual note. So that's how bad of music I am. Yeah,
You dropped it after sophomore year.
I did. Yeah, so that's how bad how bad I am at like doing music. I still, of course, I love it, but anyways, going back, and here, what makes it even harder for this class though is that the only grades you get are those quizzes and
Oh
those
my
tests.
That's
And
like-
attendance, and those quizzes. That's it. You don't get homework. You don't get like any projects or
boy.
anything you have to do. It's just those quizzes, and if you fail them, you fuck up the class essentially.
That's
like,
my
first-
math
first-
class right now.
And within those quizzes, it's a listening, so you actually have to memorize a shit ton of music and then pick out which one is from that. And you have to know the title. You have to know the like composer or like the creator of the song. You have to know the style it's in, and you have to know something else. I keep forgetting what it is. And then you go through like you have to get each like answer 100% right. I'm ranting too much about that right now, so I'll just stop for now. But yeah, just there's so many factors as to why I'm like failing it, and it's
So
it's
does
hard.
it. It's like when
I've come to terms with it though. I've come to terms with it. I
mean, you fail. It's
yeah.
just
I have enough
Yeah.
decent grades of my other classes that I could just compensate, so it's not too bad. And also, my parents don't know anything about it, so
Not yet.
well, they're not
no,
watching this.
mom
So
doesn't.
you
Mom
should be
doesn't.
fine.
Mom doesn't pay attention to my grades. Like occasionally she'll like check, but like
She's like, yeah, Brian got it. No need to check.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's always the case with my parents too. They check my sister's grade, and usually I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing. Like, yeah, I'm kind of failing this class, but it's okay.
Yeah. Oh man, the life of it like
The eldest child.
Yeah. But,
Kevin's over here.
Kevin's over here. Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Speaking of like finals and stuff, though, right? That of course means graduation, and our boy An happens to be graduating high school this year.
Dude,
Unless he gets
20
held back.
I mean, it sounds like something I would do, but honestly, like, was it 2021 really got the butt of everything? I
Yeah.
understand year 2020. They're like, dang, we our prom's gone and everything, and we're like, man, we feel you. Maybe class of 2021 can get their senior. No.
Yeah. That
Senior
must.
year for you.
What was it? What was like the thing about prom again at your school? Like,
Oh, it's like it goes from like 7 to 12 at night, like midnight, and then you
right.
have to sign up for a time slot. And I was just like,
Right,
oh,
yeah,
I'm
you
not
have to
doing
sign
that.
up for a time slot. What?
Is it
I'm
yours
just
in like
gonna.
a fucking gas station?
I don't know where it is.
Dude,
Yeah,
okay.
okay. If it's in the place I did my prom, it was like a legit like party house essentially. Like it was like a. There's no way. There's no good way of putting this. It was like a rave party place.
Dude,
I think it's just a tent. They put out tents and have snacks. It's kind of.
alright.
It is free though. It is free.
That's
So
yeah.
I don't know
Man.
though.
But yeah, how does it feel to like be at the
It
end of
feels
high
freaking
school?
surreal. I'm not even kidding. Like I just had the feeling just now. I don't know how to explain the feeling. It's like
Hmm.
it's weird. It's weird. I don't know if you guys get this feeling, but I was looking outside the window, right? And
Yeah.
it's like I saw the sun and the sky, and then suddenly I started questioning everything. I was like,
Dude, yeah, no. I went through the same thing. Trust me.
what's my turn, guys?
next year, wait your turn.
Next year, yeah. Sure, but yeah, it is absolutely crazy, isn't it? Like now I'm coming to terms that I am like a college student mostly because I've suffered through it, but
And you're
like
adult, like you're 20.
yeah,
Which
and
is,
I'm actually like I'm not living on my own like per se, but I am like I have to be more responsible for things now.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like so getting used to that, it's like I'm finally like out of the. I'm definitely see myself as no longer a high school student, but I
Yeah.
am not a functioning adult.
Yeah. You know what I do find weird though? When
What?
you graduated, Brian, it
Yeah,
was like it was like kind of like the start of this, you know, like
yeah,
start.
that's true. Yeah,
And then when Un's graduating, it's like we're starting it, like starting it, you know,
yeah,
like
that's true.
putting it into action.
Yeah, it's like the different waves, right?
Yeah,
Like
it
first
feels so
wave is like the
weird.
problem. The second
What's gonna
wave is the
happen when
experience.
Kevin graduates?
Yeah,
I
what
don't know.
third
We're
wave
gonna be
gonna be like?
famous.
Yeah,
I
let's go.
Making money. Woo.
I mean,
Making money.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you think we're gonna be able to like at least get some rise within like like this year? I mean, we definitely should be aiming for it, but like
Yeah. Susan's gonna be
like
like, "Here's 3 pennies for your video. I'll
This video
spare
will
some
be
change
monetized.
your way."
well, the thing is,
Uh,
the whole thing with the YouTube is that like we're kind of trying to make money off of it, but at the same time we're more trying to get a fan
oh,
base,
definitely.
you know?
We are
That's
not.
the
We are
main
not
thing.
depending on YouTube
Yeah,
for money. That is
yeah,
not
that is
possible at this
YouTube
yeah,
for
point.
3 people.
getting an
Woo.
audience is the main thing for us, because like the idea is that yeah, and I think we all discussed this before, but it's the idea that if we like have the staff and make an animation studio and like make an anime, no one's gonna watch it because we didn't build up a previous fan base. So it's
Right.
like it's kind of like the same as like Ruby in a way, like
Like it's possible, but it's hard.
yeah, I mean Ruby had like Rooster Teeth, like they're Rooster Teeth fans, and Monty fans. So it's like that's where like it got its upstart. So
Yeah.
it's
Exactly.
interesting.
It'll be a tough road, but
It is. Yeah, I
we'll
mean, who
find
knows?
something.
Yeah, I mean, oh man. So, this reminds me of something that actually happened earlier today. I was going up
Mhm.
for Chick-fil-A, and I was meeting with friends, and earlier we were talking about how one of our videos got like 44 views and stuff like that. Specifically, the one that I made for like a contest.
Oh, right.
And I was like, "Who's watching our shit?" Like, you look at like the number, on YouTube, and even if it's just like in like double digits, right? It's still question. You still question who the hell is watching our stuff. Well, it turns out yeah, like what? Oh yeah, go ahead.
No,
Chris, go
you
ahead.
can finish. You can finish.
Oh, okay. And it turns out, one of my colleagues fucking watched our stuff. Like he subbed and everything. I'm just like,
Monka.
wait, you're
Oh.
actually watching our like I only mentioned the channel in like passing, you know? And I was just like,
Right.
holy shit, you're actually watching and enjoying your like yeah, I like the all like the recent stuff and all that. I was like,
Kevin's hard
holy
carrying though.
shit.
Monka, bro, he's watching my life. Monka.
He's just watching
That's actually
Kevin.
kinda
mostly.
He's
weird now,
watching
bro.
Kevin's vlogs.
That's
Yeah.
actually kind of weird now. Like
Yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, like my vlogs are just like, I can watch them 10 years from now and be like, that's cool. But then I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, someone's watching me do this in my
Yeah,
daily life.
right. It's
No.
crazy,
But the funny
isn't
thing
it?
is, we only have 22 subs, and they're like some videos getting like 150. I'm like, yeah. I mean, if we say every one of our subs watch it twice, it still wouldn't add up to 100 something.
Yeah,
Like, who's
exactly.
watching
Right? Yeah,
this?
who
That's
is?
like,
It's
yeah.
crazy, and it's really cool actually. Like again, we're like 22 like subs is like nothing, right? But like,
No, it's nothing. Like,
but it's like it's still so like it's weird that like half that number are just complete strangers that we don't know and we may never know, and it's just like they genuinely like support and like want to like see us get somewhere with the channel, you know?
Bro,
I
it's just
mean,
weird. Why would someone even click on a video with only 22 subs? I don't get it. Like,
no, but
okay,
that's the
I
thing.
don't get it.
I've seen videos sometimes where it's like this guy only has 10 subs. I watch
Yeah,
this video, and I'm like,
actually, yeah, Kevin,
I like
Kevin
this. I'm
and
gonna
I,
sub to
like,
him.
yeah, Kevin and I actually found like a really like a diamond in the rough. It was like a ukulele
Ukulele
bass. Yeah,
bass.
yeah. Go and check him out. He's great. And he makes like anime music on. Is it on a on a bass? And it's like super.
Ukulele bass.
Yeah, it's super cool, and he's super chill. But he only had like what, like 100 subs or something, and we're like, how? You know, like this guy deserves so much more subs, you know, and.
Man, it's
I mean,
crazy.
you
Yeah.
find these people. It's all about the algorithm. Sadly,
That's
like,
true. That is very true.
you find like if let's say we hopped into the Among Us
Movies.
I think it's
Well,
dead,
it's-
isn't it? Among
it's
Us is
dead, no, but
dead,
I'm
yeah.
saying like if we hopped on it, if we wouldn't, but if we hopped on it, our channel would have a lot more
A
subscribers
decent
than we do now.
views. Yeah.
Most
Yeah.
likely because it will show up because it was
Oh, I mean, yeah, that did happen with the Eurocamp one, right?
like the Eurocamp is still niche, but people were talking about it because it was a new season.
yeah, exactly. So,
Dude, that was
And
such a
that's-
good vlog. I
no,
enjoyed it so much.
firstly, a good vlog. Secondly, a really, really good timing, right? Like, if we did that anytime else, I didn't think it would like get as big as it did.
And I wasn't there.
That's
Oh, you'll
okay.
be
Next time, next year.
Next
year.
time, yeah, yeah.
No, we go to a beach. We set camp there.
True, dude. We still have the movie. The movie's coming
Yeah,
out,
the
right?
Eurocamp movie, yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and also, you know, speaking of like jumping on like certain trains, Girls of Panzer, the movie, it already came out, but it has not yet come out for the States yet. So I'm excited to jump on that train.
There is too
Yeah,
many
time
movies
to
that
wait
we're
5
waiting for the
months.
States. We're waiting for the Violet Evergarden movie. Kevin and I at least we're waiting for Josie, Tiger and the Fish.
Oh,
We're also waiting.
oh yeah, I am too. Yeah. I'm waiting for it. Yeah, we're all
It
waiting.
looks like something that's gonna hurt. It looks like
It is. It does. It's
Mhm.
like another like I want to eat your pancreas scenario, right?
Oh yeah, but
Alright.
it's dude. It's just this girl's in a wheelchair, and the other dude's trying to take care of her, and I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
I already
yeah.
know this is gonna hurt.
I
Yeah.
recently rewatched the trailer. It was so
Yeah,
it
dude.
looks so interesting.
Oh,
There was a part
bro.
in the trailer where there was an empty wheelchair rolling. I'm like, I don't like
Uh
that.
oh.
I don't
Uh
I don't like that.
Okay. I mean, that's actually no, I shouldn't say. I was gonna say something about Wondering with You, but that's like that might be spoiler territory, so I won't say.
Yeah, I
anything.
haven't watched it.
Bro, you know what I want to watch again?
What's
I
that?
know on you haven't watched it, but Her Blue Skies, dude. The song is such a banger, but the movie, man, it's something else.
Wait, what movie?
Her Blue Skies, you should check it out.
Her Blue Sky.
Yeah, the
It's-
song is actually kind of
Oh.
banger. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything either.
Wait,
But
hold on.
You
It's
should have
like-
been
Oh
on.
shoot, I've seen this.
You watched
you
the movie?
have?
No, I've seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer.
Oh,
but I haven't watched
I like
it
the
yet.
I like the music. You like the music?
Oh, yeah. It's
Dude,
good.
so good.
That's the thing. That's the thing too. Whenever, like, it's surprising how fast music spread. Like, if there's a banger song, it's gonna spread. Like, a lot
Mm,
of people. I mean, you can say all you want. Like, yeah, there's, you know, that saying where it's like there's never bad publicity. Like, I don't know if I believe in that. I wouldn't believe in it.
yeah,
But the thing is, like,
yeah,
TikTok has given like so much exposure to other songs, and people hop on it, and tons of people come. Like, which you can apply it to, like, let's say,
Summertime.
I loved Ruby because of the music and the trailer. The trailer's music just hit so
it
hard. I'm
does.
like, whoa, I gotta watch it now. It's just
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
that's how I actually came to watch like what is it? New Game. No, not New Game. You're no No Game No Life. No Game No
you
Life.
good?
Oh, no, no, no,
You-
right. Hell
you
yeah.
Because
went out for a moment.
Yeah.
there's the English version of the song. You remember
Yes,
that?
by Sackberry, no?
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
I was like, damn
He, that was
Jeez.
a banger, yeah.
Oh my god.
man.
This game is such a good OP, actually.
Yo,
So
yeah, yeah,
that's the
you
thing,
can go.
though. Oh, wait. So, talking about music, like, what kind of like genre or vibe are we going for with Project Lamb?
Oh, Project Lamb. I
Like,
remember the idea that I had for it was like a God knows kind of like vibe. You know?
like, what is it? The thing is with Arc Knight. You ever looked at Arc Knight like soundtrack? Like, they're very expansive. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of EDM and metal stuff, like, for their like
Yeah.
main stuff. But then there are character themes and how each one has different. Like, one has like a, I don't know the exact genre, but it's like bossa nova, and then one would have like some
Oh, yeah.
Celtic, like
Yeah.
I, yeah, yeah.
Celtic folk.
I'm definitely thinking along those lines. Like, I guess going into like a little bit of Project Lamb, right? For example, I definitely want what was it? I mean, for Simmons, who is like our like a musician kind of character. Uh,
Uh,
it's definitely going to go into like jazz, but also like he's also going to do a lot of combinations because he's a musician character, so he'll go into things like classical, he'll go into things like blues and bebop and stuff like that, which might be really interesting to see and how that developed
yeah.
his characters. But then there's also characters like Sparrow, for example. He's going to be the
Edgy
assassin.
one.
Well, actually, I'm starting to change them up a little because be more of a what's it patriotic character kind of guy.
Oh boy.
It's a little hard to explain when I say it like that because you think patriotism like America. Yeah, no, this is more like a like trying to fight and protect your country kind of deal.
Like the silent type.
So and coming also but also coming from a culture where it's like pretty not wild but they live in like a wilderness kind of area, so it's a lot of tight knit communities in the snow in like you know it's hard a little hard to explain, but I feel like his is going to be a lot more like to get some inspiration Irish music in a way. So
Oh, the jig, kind
yeah,
of.
yeah,
Maybe
the
the
kid, yeah,
jig.
kind of, yeah.
Dude, jigs can hit hard. Like,
Also, like the traditional folk,
right,
Yeah, I'm
right.
thinking, yeah, traditional folk. That's what I'm thinking of. Those are like the kind of the theme I want to go around his character at least.
The thing is, we don't know what, like, we were basing off the world off of our world, like, just kind of
Well,
tweaked. Yeah.
yeah, it's interesting that you say that though, because the way, yes, that is what we're doing, but the result I'm hoping for is that we like transfer it and like change it so much that it literally just becomes a new world with new cultures and new
But you
like
can tell, like, oh, it's taking off inspiration
yeah, like
from.
you could point like maybe like one thing out and be like that's Vietnamese or something like that.
Or you can obviously tell it's like East Asia versus like South Asia, like that kind of stuff.
Kind of, yeah. It's a little bit more difficult, I think, because again, I really want to do like rapid and dynamic changes. when it comes to that kind of stuff, just so that we can get. So because when you do the scary thing about like world building and when you base it off of Earth, right? When you make like say a nation a bad guy, and you say, yeah, it's a little it's a little. Then you go walk to politics, which can be a good thing, but also is like it's a touchy,
Atlas, bad guy.
it's a little bit of a touchy subject, right? Like I remember I was thinking about this, and I was like, I'll see where like, for example, North Korea and like China fall into this kind of thing,
You're like,
And I'm just like, yeah, maybe.
don't worry, I'm not holding back in my my campaign for you guys. Like what I'm leading, I'm not holding back. And that's because it's private,
I mean, it's because it's like I don't know. Again, I've met people who are like who are really passionate about like China and stuff like that, and how their country is, and it's like interesting thing because it's like it's not like they're being deceived per se, it's just it's
well,
much
good
like
to have some pride in your culture, but it's rather I don't know.
It's so complicated, isn't it? Like it's not like because it's not like they're doing anything bad, It's like they're not.
I think we're starting to wander into.
Yeah, we're starting to wonder, and it's like it's
the touchy subject. Yeah. Point is, world building is hard.
Yeah, and so is talking about like real life analogs as well, because
the thing is, in hindsight, we have a lot of things that we can be inspired by. Because we can be like, oh, if we ever have a war, this is how it's gonna. We could take it from this perspective.
Well, that's the issue.
That's the thing. In hindsight, we don't know, do we?
Like I will say, man, I would love to do more talks like this where we just talk about like the creative processes and stuff like that. And I feel like we've just gone so far tangent, but like when it comes to like world building and you're making conflicts and stuff like that in terms of like countries and nations, civil wars are actually easier to write than national wars.
Yeah, really? I mean,
which is really weird unless you want to be like blatantly clear that like, oh, this is the bad guy and this is the good guy. Then it's like easier to pick. But like civil wars are actually really easy because
wars, but then civil wars during the war.
Yeah, because
that happens. It happens, yeah.
Yeah, because like when it comes to civil wars, it's just like two inner factions. They all belong in the same like region and country and culture. It's just they are slightly differing like ideas and are clashing against each other and struggling which ones come out on top, right? But then when you go national wars, then it's not
it's a lot on like territory or like resources.
Yeah. Not only that, but it's also political too, right? Like I'm just like thinking of real life wars too,
like Red Scare, like the Cold War, like the whole political theology.
Very, very dangerous topics to talk about, just like racism and human rights and politics and what countries are doing right and what countries are doing wrong.
Pretty sure if we pull up anything like that, our show is gonna get banned in that country.
Well, no,
we're gonna get banned in every country.
Here's the thing. As long as we don't make any real life analogs, we'll be fine.
They're gonna see this podcast.
Well, the thing is, the problem is, I'm not gonna say it outright, but someone got mad because of Pooh Bear. A fictional bear got canceled and erased from the internet in that part of the world because it's really Pooh Bear.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna say anymore.
Stay mad, bro.
Yeah, but so in case you didn't know, there are some countries and their politics that we don't necessarily agree with. That's beside the point. We're not here to discuss politics. What you believe, whatever you believe. It's like
we somehow just wandered into it.
Dude, we're walking into a thin line here.
So to harden that line again, please feel free to believe whatever you think is right for your country or your community. Like that's kind of the main idea, you know?
I feel like when approaching any kind of talk like this, you just have to have an open mind,
Yeah,
which is hard. It can be hard.
it can be very difficult. Like it's kind of weird though because you almost kind of question how, you know? Like I don't mean to criticize people who aren't as open-minded because like I think our friend group is some of the most open-minded people I know, just from the way we like talk to each other and stuff. But like I wonder how I guess people can disagree so much in a way, you know?
Mm,
Especially when we're starting to understand that having an open mind is more of a good thing, you
it
know?
is a good thing. Yeah,
I
it's
don't know. I
just
guess it's just to me, it's just kind of tiring. It's
might be
like, bro, I just
pride.
want to live my life, man.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, like when I guess if you get
When you,
bombarded by like a lot of differing
the thing is,
opinions.
when you have pride, like let's say if I'm gonna scale it down, not on politics, but just beliefs in general. When
Mm,
you have either been taught or just believe in something so strongly, and someone came up and gave you something and was, "Hey, you're not doing. I don't think this is the right way to go." Thing you're gonna feel like your personal like self is being attacked because it's something you strongly believe in.
yeah, that
So
is
that's
true.
probably why, like, I think a good
Yeah,
way to tackle that kind of stuff when someone actually attacks what you believe in so strongly is first to be like, well, I feel like I'm going to start arguing if you're still here. So just take some time to think. It's
yeah,
always like, uh, yeah,
yeah.
yelling doesn't do anything.
Yeah, the thing is, like the way I kind of like deal with that because that does happen to me a lot. But the idea is like I'm always thinking of an end goal, right? So if I think to myself, if I'm going to argue against this person, what's my end goal here? Is it to like completely convert them? And I'm just like, and then
It's not even, yeah.
at that point, I'm just like, no, no, it's not because
It's,
it
I
doesn't
get it. The
feel
same with
right.
me.
That just feels like I'm manipulating that person. That's just like,
You can't force someone to believe, but what you could do is just sit down and talk like, okay, well, I believe in
yeah,
this. What about you? Like, why do you think this is? And
yeah.
at the end of the day, you don't have to completely win someone over. It's just you have to
Hmm.
the whole point. You gotta
Yeah,
understand the other side, and eventually,
yeah. It's like yeah. Here's the thing. Like, just I think we've talked about this a lot. I'm pretty sure in our previous podcast, but understanding in general is a good thing. You know, it
yeah,
allows you to be open to a lot more. It allows you to just know more. You know, knowledge is power. But yeah,
always.
it's yeah. The idea of like getting to someone's level and being like, "Oh yeah, I can see what your experiences are and I can use that for my own gain, you know?" Like not and this
Not
is where
it's like more like
not
for
personal
my
gain. Yeah, this is the idea of egotistic altruism, which is something that Chris, I can never pronounce the channel right.
because I know
It's
what you're
German
talking.
for in a nutshell. They actually do a video on that, which is pretty interesting. Where it's like you are kind to others for your own self benefit, you know, which
Even
is
without knowing, like there are people who are
not even
like
without knowing. You should just be kind to other people in general
yeah,
to for yourself because then that means other people will do stuff for you.
yeah.
You know?
The thing is, like people who are truly selfless. I don't doubt that there's people out there like that, but that is rare.
I mean,
Like completely selfless though. Like
yeah, it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. You know, the idea that they're not completely selfless. It's like you shouldn't have to feel like guilty for that. You know, like you could be selfish for and still be a chill person. You know, like
like,
I haven't met anyone who's been like truly selfish, and even if I have, I feel like it's for a good reason. You know,
yeah, I
like
don't know.
I don't know, it's kind of weird. I guess this is just from my how I was like both raised and the environment I'm currently in.
Mm.
It's just that it's like it's kind of the same thing with like people who are angry a lot or sad a lot or you know get horny a lot.
Okay.
Just, just like I don't know, it's whatever, you know. People have flaws. People make mistakes. People do things for their own reasons. There's a logic to everything, and that's kind of I guess my a sneak peek at my mentality and how I see people and try to gauge them. Because I remember we had a talk. Well, I guess going off tangent. How far off tangent, man? We've gone so far off tangent.
The thing is, it's how people
Yeah.
are like, oh shoot, take this exit on this highway and you get here. Oh shoot, I missed that exit. Like, well, let's take the other exit. Oh shoot, I missed the other exit.
Yeah.
Just keep
Oh my god.
going.
Yeah, we've been talking about. So I guess I'll actually just stop myself for the tangent and save that topic for another time. But yeah, it's how should I put this? Yeah, I've already lost my train of thought. Fuck.
It's fine.
But yeah, and it's just kind of strange, I guess, when we get to like these points in conversation. We've been just really abstract, I guess. We're heading to really abstract kind of regions in this
We always
podcast.
get here. We always
Yeah.
get to this.
Yeah, I feel like but this time this is just to be a little self-aware, you know. It's like, but this time it feels like really like we've been really bouncing. I think for this one.
way
I mean,
too
yeah. I mean, I feel like some of our podcasts we kind of just stay in the same circles. I don't know.
Yeah,
much.
It's just kind of weird. I mean, I don't know what to like. I don't know. I feel like the subject's kind of like just there. You know, I don't think there's much to really comment about.
Yeah, that's true.
It's more or less is it philosophy? I guess.
I don't know what this is anymore.
I like what
I
it
guess
says.
it's a thought process.
I
Yeah.
always don't like it when I feel like I'm preaching or something.
Yeah, I mean, like I literally like even in this very podcast, in this very discussion, I'm like I have to stop myself before I get too far, and I just hard stop myself just to like
Hard stop.
yeah, just like I'm gonna stop this tangent right here and just let someone else take over.
Only
Please.
emergency brake when you're
Don't
going
worry,
100 miles
dude.
an
Someone's
hour.
gonna listen to this and they're gonna blank out until they hear us start rambling about something else that's like super
they're
off
like,
topic, and then they'll be like, "What the hell did I just watch?" I feel like that's a lot of podcasts that I listen to. I'm just like chilling, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, "How'd they get from talking about books to Doritos?" Like, what? Like I don't.
But that's the
get
thing. It depends.
bro.
If you look at like Trash Taste, they have a guest.
Yeah,
that
and-
allows them to stay on topic.
Yeah,
about the
I've
best.
seen what's it? The one with like Schlatt, Ted, and Slime too, and they could steer the conversation pretty well into like different segues too. So
I mean,
Speaking of which,
I feel like we just take the steering wheel, we just
Yeah.
sharp right, and then just drift around the corner, then another sharp right, then straight into
Like-
the wall, get a
like
new
a-
car.
Lose a few brain cells here and there. It happens.
Yeah,
man,
it's a
yeah.
different road, different way of traveling. know?
Take the left side of the road when you're
Yeah.
in America. It happens.
Some people follow the speed limit, others run it over. You know.
We just completely just stop in the middle of the road, take a pee break.
not even turn on
Gas
the
it.
emergency light. Just
Yeah,
We
just
just-
stop,
uh,
just park.
Yeah. Oh man.
ooh,
What were we
if
even
we
talking
are
about?
gonna-
I don't even
What
know.
are we?
If we were gonna bring on a guest, who do you guys would consider?
Next
Oh,
guest.
Next guest.
I
Yeah.
don't wanna. I don't wanna.
You don't want to spoil.
I don't want to be any harm to anyone though.
Uh,
You know.
Hmm.
But Ryan was a pretty good guest. He got some good
He was a
stories.
good guest. Might as well
Yeah.
bring him
Oh,
back.
speaking of Ryan,
Mhm.
what was it for June about because I plan on I know I told about Brian about this, but I don't know if you know on, but I'm planning on doing the my life story basically.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I hinted about it in February.
The saga, yeah.
Yeah. But I realized
boy.
that's not gonna fit in a podcast, cause I
It
was like
isn't.
just trying to remember all the situations, and I kind of like ran it over in a recording, and that
I
was
mean, we
like
could-
already an hour long. I was like,
And
We
we
could
can
just
all-
have it as separate videos. Just
Yeah, that's
three
what
of
I'm
us
working
just
on.
talking
I
about
mean,
it,
what we could also do is like have our own like stories as well, because I know or our own thoughts too on romance, because we did do a bit of that in February, but I feel like we definitely could have elaborated more. You know?
Yeah, we're kind of limited on time. 1 hour was pretty short
Yeah,
with the guest.
I wonder why we did have a guest. So yeah,
Ryan does go on long stories.
yeah. I
It
mean,
is
they're
quite
great.
interesting though.
Yeah, it is so interesting. Yeah.
I still remember. I mean, I bring this up all the time when you guys says Ryan goes on long tangent. It's just me falling asleep at 4 a.m. because of Ryan.
Oh man, but we do love Ryan though.
We do love Ryan. But
that was the night. That was the night that the boys became the boys.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
is
I don't.
true.
Yeah, like okay, so we'll put in a little bit of context because I don't think we've explained this. Have we?
No.
Have we?
No, we haven't. I think
So this
who
is a
was
great
it that
story.
came up? Yeah, who came up with the movie Monday? Was it me?
Really? Are you
Bob?
crazy? It was you.
Yeah, are you
Oh,
joking?
Okay.
Ryan?
So our first movie that we really wanted to watch, what unsuggested was that we watch what was it with
Heart.
Whisper of the Heart.
Yeah,
no
Whisper of
no
the
no
Heart.
yeah, Whisper of the
Oh,
Heart.
yeah, Whisper of the Heart.
And we were like, sure. And then we started watching it. Everyone started flooding into the call. And we are like,
Yeah.
all right, sure.
Yeah,
This is a
our
movie
friend
night.
group.
And
Yeah,
so
so
we started watching. And then, of course, as the movie finished, and we were like, oh, that hit hard. And then Jacob was like, yo, can we be serious for a second? And we were like, all right, sure. The boys' time. As a
yeah,
joke, as a joke. And
yeah.
then, once he finished talking, everyone just started coming up with their their stories, and we're like, this is real boy hours. This is real boy
Yeah, this is
hours.
a real boy hour.
This is
Yeah,
not
like,
sad boy hours. This is real
if
boy
you
hours.
guys, like anyone out there with like friend groups and stuff, just try to find like a mood setter, right? Like a movie or something, a really sad or chill movie, and then
Make it
just
late at
open,
night.
yeah, and then open up to each other at the end and see what happens. It's great. Like I'll say right now, right? Jacob is a really good friend. He's been such a good friend in high school, but I learned
You
so
never
much
like
about.
open up about him.
I
Yeah.
learned more about him in that night than I did hit my entire time with him in like high school. And I was just like, holy! And I just was like, yeah, this boy is going to be my friend for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know. What sealed the deal? Like our group, the thing is, a lot of group kind of disappears because of college. It happens. They find their
Yeah,
own friend group, and like you
yeah,
can still keep in contact. But in college, they find their own friend group.
ours was pretty tight knit for some reason. I mean,
I don't. It's all because of D&D.
yeah,
We just wanted to play
all
D&D. Let's just be honest here.
yeah,
But
true, we do.
but even the thing is, we barely play D&D because of school. Like
That's
it's like
true.
once every
Yeah.
month, maybe once every 2 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
that-
it was so in high demand. It's like when you do cocaine. Okay, that's a bad example.
Why
But
don't
it's basically when you play this one game, right? And you only play like with this specific group, right? And that's the only time you can play, and that's the only reason why you can play is because you have that group of people, right? And then you just keep coming back because the game's so fun.
Yeah, I guess that is true. But like,
I mean, of course, there's more to that. I'm not saying that our friendship revolves around a D&D campaign.
It's only
Honestly,
D&D.
not.
yeah,
Honestly,
no,
not. But I think that's a big reason
yeah.
why.
I think there are a lot of factors, aren't there? Like D&D, definitely. Like I guess, our connections with other people, right?
Our shit posts.
Our shit posting, yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Like I'm
yeah.
not even kidding. The amount of like suspicious things we said has all been recorded in quotables, which
We
we
also-
will never open to public.
Unless I accidentally leak it on stream.
No,
Oh,
please do not do
It'd
that.
be
We're
so
all.
funny though. It'd be so funny.
It'll be so funny for the first 5 seconds, and then it's not gonna be funny.
One of my quotables, like the latest one, is like a racist one.
What the
It's
fuck? You
not-
can't say that.
You can say
You can't say
It's the
you're
context.
racist.
I'm not racist. I'm saying it as like a joke, you know.
no, but it's
You should not joke about racism, please.
yeah.
for the
Not
love of
in
God.
this context.
No, it's not, I mean,
I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna look at it real quick.
but
Jesus.
it's
No,
not
no,
that.
no, no.
It's not like racist. It's not. It's
It's
What do you
not-
mean by it's not racist? Racist?
I don't,
Oh.
Brian, I don't even know what you're talking about.
No. But that's the thing. That's the problem with the quotables. It's just we take it out of context, and then when you look at it, it's the quote out of context. So we
Yeah.
never know.
Oh man, am I allowed to be branded as a racist? I'm not a racist.
No, please, guys, no. He is not. He just doesn't know what to say.
I'm an introvert, guys. All right, and I'm a
Please.
jokester. Oh man.
I stuck
No.
my dick. I stuck
Don't
my
say it
dick.
out loud.
Your rotisserie chicken. What the fuck is that supposed to be? That's not even English.
Wait,
And that is one quotables. And I will not state who said that.
dude, I love the what is
What
it?
the fuck did I just say? I'm stealing these. Nah, I'm not.
Okay, Canada, you saved the day, but you will not be so lucky next time. I think I know the context of that. Wait, hold up. Oh, but dude, we played basically like a telephone game, like this one time, and those three that we have in the quotables are the best
Yeah.
thing
Oh
yet.
man, yeah. The telephone game was so funny.
I don't think we can read any of them. No,
Yeah, we can't read any of them without being
Uh,
branded as like horrible people.
no, it
Oh my
just makes it worth. It just makes it worth. Brian, what do you say?
god.
The worst. Oh.
But oh man, this does remind me of a conversation I had with my film team. Not back in high school.
Yeah, I had this really weird
No, like
conversation.
actually though, it was the idea of comedy, right? Like, how far can you push comedy before it gets offensive, right? And it's like, I'm just like,
That's a
I don't
very
know.
thin line. That's a very thin line.
Yeah, it's like, so he mentioned a whole bunch of stuff, like war crimes and among other things.
Yeah.
For
I thought you
example,
said Among Us for a second.
Among Us, no.
I was gonna reach through the screen and slap you on the other side.
But no, he was talking about things like war crimes or things that's happened in history, or
Like dark jokes about that. Like
yeah, dark
personal-
jokes, edge jokes, and stuff like that. And it's like, is that okay? And in my mind, I was like, yeah, people make jokes about that all the time. And
I
then
think it's
Some of them
I
are
don't
really
know.
bad though.
yeah,
I feel like
horribly bad.
it's always the context where you're at and whether or not that kind of joke even merits any humor. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, but yeah, and a lot of I'm not, I guess not surprisingly, a lot of people in that class had different opinions and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know.
mean,
It's so weird because like I think it's not even like I wouldn't even say it's a edgy and dark joke is okay even if it's funny. You know what I mean? Like it
Mm.
just depends on how far you go. I think some people say what's the limit? I think there is a limit to it. You know, weirdly to
think?
say, I think there is. Cause
I
like
don't,
you
I don't
have like the dark and edgy jokes that are actually racist, and then you have like the dark and edgy jokes that are like about stereotypes and making fun of a stereotype because it's dumb. Like Asian people are smart, then why I get a C? You know, that's a
Right.
obviously that's a dumb joke, but you know, there's obviously a joke
It's
revolving around it.
I feel like humor, yeah, it's very subjective, but
Yeah.
eventually humor evolves with time. Like back
Yeah,
then when you
like
used to laugh at like
that's the camp I'm in as well. Like it just evolves.
I mean,
for
yeah, that's
me
why I
at
agree too.
least for me at least, when it comes to dark joke, it really depends. There's a ton of them where I'm just like, yeah, no, don't do that. And then there's a ton of them where I'm like, I feel bad for laughing at this. It's like I don't
Yeah.
know what is it that makes people laugh at dark jokes.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah. Oh man, this goes into the science of humor, and I'm not sure we're ready to do that.
No, we're
No,
not.
dude, no rabbit hole. God, no.
We need Martin for that. He
But,
has
dude,
psychology.
Yeah.
Humor is so weird, but I don't care about the science behind it, honestly. As
Yeah.
long as it's just not like a dumbass fucking joke. I mean, I make dumb jokes, but like the point of it is that it's dumb,
Yeah. But
which is
we
really
laugh.
bad. But
but
you know,
I
yeah,
will
I
say,
don't know.
so it makes it really weird to like juggle like what gear I should switch when I'm trying to be humorous, because I do try to be incredibly humorous at times, but I don't know if it clicks with certain groups, right? Like I have like I'm in another group in college, and they're like, and like some of my jokes click and then some just don't, where it would in our group, and I just realized like, wait, do we take things too far sometimes? And I've just gotten used to it.
I feel like the thing is because our group we trust each other a lot. We would call each other out if we go too far. We'd be like, "Hey, man, that's not good."
Yeah, but it's like it's interesting because it's like I feel like the stuff we do is too far for other people, you know.
And
So
that's the
it's like
thing.
and it's like I'm desensitized to that or something, right?
It's
and
like yeah, I don't know, man.
yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Like, we've been bouncing so many places.
Yeah.
We
But
how
dude,
many things have we bounced
I
between?
don't
Holy
know.
shit!
I don't
Like
care.
graduation, and then
This
like
episode
a
might as
lot,
well be like bouncing around. You gotta
yeah,
bounce
and
on.
then
Oh boy.
humor.
Bounce
Like
on, brother.
we've got to so many places. Holy
But
crap!
dude, I don't know. I feel like the friend group that like my friend group, our jokes are like kind of like they're like edgy but not really, you know? And then most of it is just poking fun at each other for like dumb reasons. Like,
Mm,
oh my god, you're mad, stay mad, bro. XD, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Or like, you know, just like inside jokes and shit like that.
yeah.
And then when I go to our group, sometimes like the jokes are like
It's just
Jesus
chaotic.
fucking Christ. Like I will say some of the jokes are either hit or miss.
That's why we
There's a lot of
have
hit
the
or misses for
emote.
me in
That's
there.
why we have the emote in our server, the miss emote.
Hmm.
We do it. We do have it.
It's literally was it
It's a battleship, and it's just miss.
yeah, it's what is it called? We are basically a council, and we are judging whenever your meme is good or
I
not.
mean, like no, it's like one of those things where like you guys laugh at it, but I'm just like, it's all right, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Like for me, I don't really understand war crime jokes. I'm just like, it's war crimes.
Oh yeah, right. The only one who doesn't care about histories.
I mean, it's not like I don't care. It's just that like, yeah, dude, it's war crimes and you're breaking them. Like, I don't see how that's funny. That's like me personally, right? Because like
Right.
No,
I
it's.
don't
I
personally
mean,
care
it's like
about it.
there's some people that laugh at
Yeah.
like Yoshi committing tax fraud.
I mean, that is funny. That's
It's,
funny.
it's literally it's what is it? It's about a Mario character committing something that many people do in real. I think that's the funny part. It's the contrast.
Yeah.
Don't be like Yoshi and commit tax fraud.
Yeah.
Submit your W-2 forms.
Yeah. I mean, but that's just me personally, and I think that's where humor is just like,
Very
you know,
it's
it's like I don't know. There's like different types of humor, and so
I mean,
I don't
then
know.
again, I feel like the core of our humor in our group is when you post a really dumb image and we just die laughing. And that's,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
There's this one gift that everyone is so addicted to in our
Which one is it?
and it's like Minecraft they're just doing this really weird fucking dance.
Wait, who was the one that
Kevin was the one who fucking put it in.
I have two villager. I have two villager gifts.
Oh god.
The funny thing was, what is it? This was when it was what is it? Martin was trying to romance in our D&D campaign
Oh
with
yeah.
another
Oh my
character,
god.
and it was just me, Ryan, and Kevin on standby. We posted that when the
Oh my
discussion got
God.
serious, so he started dancing.
Yeah.
Martin
You
was just
guys
like, "I
sure
hate
know how
it."
to ruin the mood.
Don't worry. For people watching at home, I have the GIF. I'll put up the GIF somewhere. I just
Yeah.
downloaded
The thing
it.
is, it's so dumb. I feel like if I were to truly say, like, I have many humors that I switch on and off per groups. Like, you have different personalities that you try to, fit in with different groups. Like, sometimes you're more mellow, sometimes you're not really
Yeah,
having
definitely.
But I feel like the core humor, like, I have many different types of humor, but the core humor is this kind of stuff. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense. And then I just laugh at it. And I don't know
The
why.
emotions with the certain pictures.
I don't know how to explain my favorite humor. I think it's like punchliney kind of. Like there's for example, this is gonna sound also really bad, but there's this one song called the Cat Piss song.
The what?
The Cat Piss song. I think I showed you guys before.
Yeah, where the cat pisses on this guy's
Yeah, and
bed.
that tickled me so much. It was
In the end, it's just humor.
yeah, it's like the song basically started off with this guy like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna like put you to bed, like
I love
it's
my
my significant
cats.
other." No, like my significant other to bed. I'm about to like
Oh,
do the do, and then one of my cats pissed on the bed again, and I don't know who. Which one of y'all did it?
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I don't know. I think mine's like more like irony in like a weird way. Like it's not like, just it's like, for example, one of my friend, right? He's just like chilling, right? And
Yeah.
he's just like, "Bro, I swear to God, fuck this game." And then my friend kills him on accident, and,
Oh
and they
yeah.
start complaining.
The one
And
that
then
come out
I'm
before-
just laughing because it's so ironic. It's just like this
the
guy's
ones that come
struggling
out-
and now he's balding, and I
I
don't know.
mean, I think it's just that's what it is. Is when it comes to humor, it's timing, the situational
Yeah.
timing of everything. It's just
Do you
it's,
also think there are like different types of humor? You know, like
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
not different types of humor, but like different types of humor that we're like akin to, and like and I mean that's probably definitely the case. But I also
I
find
mean,
like that's very interesting to like kind of note, right? Like we all have different genres of humor that we're like.
you kind of grow out of some of them too. Like back then, back in middle school, there are all these kids with this super edgy and dark humor, like really dark. Like I see, like our group, we have dark humor once in a while, but this group takes it so far. Like back in middle school,
I
and
also,
then I never,
yeah, go ahead, go ahead. No,
like I
no,
never found it funny. I was like, oh well, and then like you might have been like, I feel bad for laughing at this at first. Then after you grow up, you're kind of like, well, why did I laugh at this? You kind of grow out of it.
no.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, okay, I will say because this is something I am embarrassingly confused at. Like even now, I still don't understand what a dark or edgy joke is. You know, like
I can't really
I
give
don't.
one.
Yeah, it's like yeah, don't give you don't have to give one, but it's
I don't
like
know
I
how to
kind of get
explain
that
it, but
I think it's
it goes
anything that has
towards
to.
dark subjects, but I've also heard people refer to those kind of jokes as like something else, and I'm just like what?
I think it's just
So I guess it's like a
sensitive.
spectrum,
It's
right?
just sensitive topics that people.
yeah.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. It's
I
just
mean,
sensitive
So
topics.
so it's like a it's like something like I don't know. A, how should I put this? Like a racist or at least or like religious intolerant joke, an edgy joke, you know? Like
It's
technically,
really
some people
weird.
might find it as a joke, but if it's really racist, then it's just a
well, no,
racist
you're
comment
right.
at that
Yeah,
point.
right. Yeah,
No,
but
I
like,
feel like
is that
my,
edgy? Is that an edgy joke? Is that
my line of reasoning is like jokes can be dark. It's like saying, for example, I think if I were to make fun of people in the 18th century for not being able to like drink water without getting dysentery, it's
yeah?
like that kind of stuff. But when I feel like jokes that cross the line for me, it's just jokes you wouldn't make as a decent human being.
Mm,
It's like there's a point where you're like, I don't think that's a joke. I'm kind of concerned now. You know what I mean by that.
right.
So I
Oh,
don't
man.
know, man.
Yeah, I think it's just I think dark jokes are just topics that some people might find offense to, and yeah.
Mm, yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell because like when I see one, I'm just like, yeah, that's a dark joke or edgy joke.
Don't
But
really
like, I
have to.
don't
You
really
kind
pay
of just
attention to the genre too often.
Yeah, yeah. It's not like we actively search out like these jokes. It's just kind of they just kind of come to
they
us.
come up and then we're kind of like, well, that wasn't really that funny, was it? And then
Yeah.
we just forget about it.
Yeah.
Well, dang, it's been 53 minutes.
Dang, yeah.
I think our wells in our mind has kind of ran out, but
I think it
Yeah.
ran out a long time ago.
Did it though? Did it though?
We were
Did it-
we were scraping the moss off the side of the well. I don't know what you're talking.
Maybe not the moss, maybe the stones, but you know.
The
Chipping at the
stones.
stone at that point.
Yeah,
Get
you know,
out of it.
just it's like when you're bored in Minecraft, you know, you start flying around, just doing meaningless stuff.
Oh man,
That's
yeah,
me
I
right
feel
now.
that. I feel that.
But I don't know, man. It's I don't know what the fuck were we even talking about
Yeah,
today again.
what was this? This was such a weird.
This is a super weird podcast, and I, as person who ends the podcast, think it's about time.
Yeah.
I mean,
What
thank
happens
you.
if
I
I said
mean,
end the podcast, but I said
I
no?
say
No,
you are
no, it's
not
okay.
recorded, but yeah. I mean, thank you for watching, y'all. We are an Ikigai podcast, and Ikigai is a reason for being. And for some reason, your Ikigai at the moment is watching three guys talk about random things, even more so than usual. I'm not even kidding. This podcast was
Yeah.
we bounced from like wall to wall. We even just don't take it so seriously.
We
We
don't know what
cover
the fuck
so
we're talking
much.
about.
We don't know. Kevin has to edit all this,
God,
but
I have to edit
thank
this.
thank you for tuning in, y'all. I'm on and I'm signing off.
I'm Brian. I'm signing out.
I'm Kevin. I'm signing out.
We are all collectively on one brain cells, and we're so sorry. Let's
Yeah.
go. See
Next
ya,
time.
y'all.
Bye
Yeah. Next time.
bye.
Next time we'll sign out. Bye, guys.
Sorry you had to listen to this.